So, I'm under the truck, and before I took the headers off and took the collectors off, you couldn't get to that drain plug right there because the exhaust is about an inch away from the bottom of it, directly underneath it. So while I was under here, I found the fuel line. It runs under the A-arm, in between the oil pan and the cross member, and then it connects to some things back here or something. Also found the brake line. It's for some kind of a line. It's right there with a wire hanging out under my truck, you know. So there's some things I'm gonna have to address under here. Mostly, like, I don't like brake lines and wiring and fuel lines below the frame. I would rather things like that be above the frame, because I drive off-road a lot and this is going to be a work truck, and I don't really need, you know, busted fuel lines and brake lines and, you know, things like that and shit leaking. So yeah, I'm gonna have to fix some things, but for right now I want to just yank the engine out, rebuild it, and cram it back in here and make it run and drive. But I'll address some of this. Like, I don't really like how it runs. I don't know. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff I don't like about this. I'm gonna have to do a bunch of work, so. Fun stuff. There's a better shot of that. That might be something to do with something for the hydraulic clutch. So it does have a juice clutch in it. Yeah, I think that's a clutch line. Yeah, it is. Okay, so that's not brakes. That don't scare me near as bad now. So I guess it's got a hard line connected to a soft line connected to another something line. What is that? Is that hard or? No, that's a soft line. So it's got a soft line with a double ferrule fitting, with a little short piece of soft line with a double ferrule fitting, with a hard line up to a soft line, it looks like, with another fitting up in there. And then I wonder if there's any more fittings on here. I don't know why this is so, like, no, maybe that's all of them. But so that might explain why the clutch doesn't work quite right. Too many compression fittings and too many junctions in a line like that. It's easy to get air in it, especially when it's making curly cues and stuff like that. It's easy to get air trapped in it and not work right. Well, I also noticed the brake line on both sides is like super tight and got a pinch in it. Let me go show you the other side. This is kind of scaring me a little bit. And it needs a lower ball joint. So yeah, that line is kinked. That's what it looks like on this side. That's a pretty sharp turn right there. I don't know if I can get you in there. See, it's not necessarily quite good, and that line is super tight. So that's got to be remedied. That's not good at all. Oh, this is fun, ain't it? More and more stuff I gotta fix. And there ain't even a clamp on that, and there hasn't been one. That's a fuel line, and it's like all the bolts are loose. So I'm really glad I'm doing this. Steering shaft bolt was loose up top, but not on the bottom. But everything's just loose, so it's coming out really easy. Well, that wasn't too bad. I got it out of there. Now I got to get it up on the stand, start tearing it down. Not too bad. This one bell housing bolt right here, you can't really get to at all, and I couldn't get it out of there. And you got to like cut a wrench and bend a wrench and weld a wrench and do all kinds of funny stuff to get to that. Also, the guy put one header collector bolt in that wasn't a bolt, which required me to use an Allen wrench, a wrench, and a bunch of funny business to get to it. I think I already, yeah, not that one. I don't know where it went. It's somewhere and it sucked. I'm not putting that back in there. That took me like an hour to get one bolt out. The rest of them came out real easy because it was, you know, normal bolts. But now that I got everything apart, I can work on the clutch a little bit. And I got to stop this video because I'm going to get copyrighted. But yeah, it's supposed to have a double disc clutch on it. I've never seen one before, so I have no idea. I'm about to take it off and find out. So I got to take that off there and take the flywheel off before I can put it on there, because I'm going to have to pull the crank out of it. You can't pull the crank out with the flywheel on when it's in there. Well, you might be able to. I don't know, but I don't want to. So I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of it for now. So there's your quick update. More to come.